We got to do the intro. We got to do.
Welcome to my last best friend podcast.
No, you know what? You did it last time. I get to do it.
You always fumble it. I just did it perfect.
Welcome to my
welcome to my last best friend podcast with my friend Tyler, who can't say the fucking intro.
Welcome to my last best friend podcast. Boom. You. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think back to your childhood?
Baseball. I didn't even enjoy baseball, but that's like the first thing I think of when I think of my childhood is like being forced to go play baseball all the time. I don't want to go to practice. That sucks. Get out of the bed.
At the same time, do you think it helped us not be lazy?
Yeah, it definitely helped me make a lot of friends too.
Oh yeah,
I think sports is how you make friends. That's why parents they're not like going to tell you like this is how you're going to go make your friends, but that was exactly how I made most of my friends.
I'm definitely glad my parents signed me up to go play baseball and like go do sports, because that's literally was like the lifeline of me making friends. Like I made friends at school, like me and you met at school, but it's just like the friends I made outside of school were through sports, like baseball, basketball, football, whatever it was.
Well, and even us, we kind of became friends because of volleyball games. We didn't even really become friends because of school.
Yeah, because it was like our sisters played volleyball together, and then we became friends. I was kind of thinking about it today, and I always get so sad when I see these TikToks. It's like when you're a 2000s kid, and it's like the sad music, and it's a slideshow of all like the forgotten snacks and like that map rug.
Map rug?
Do you not remember that map rug?
No.
Where it was like literally, it was like a rug that was always in kindergarten classrooms. And it had like a city and stuff in it, and it had like a big road.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had one of those at home that I used to play with cars on. Like in my kindergarten class, they had like A, B, C, D. Like we just sat on the alphabet. Oh. So you just had a letter, and you just sit on the letter, and they're like, go sit on your alphabet, and you're like, okay.
Remember like the scooters? Those like
Razor scooters?
Not razor scooters, but they were like those square scooter things that we used to use in gym class.
That you'd run over your fingers on, and then like you'd run over the teacher, and you're like, oh, help.
And you wore those smelly pennies that just smelled so bad. Do you not remember those like colorful pennies? They're like the
jerseys.
The mesh.
You just call them pennies, and you're gonna throw. I'm like smelly. Like, why are you sniffing pennies?
I swear to God, they're called pennies.
No, they are. They are. They're 100% called pennies. The world is not gonna know them as pennies. They're gonna know them as dirty jerseys. And yes, I remember like putting it on right after somebody just got out the class before and still having their warmth on you. And you're like, this is disgusting.
It just smells like the worst BO you ever smelled.
And of course, you're like, you look at 3 of them and you're like, this one looks new. It's got to be clean. And you put it on and you're like, some kid who hasn't showered in 6 months put this on. Oh, and you're like, why does my shirt smell like onions?
That was the worst thing.
I like when Axe first came out in 5th grade, me and one of our buddies, Ryan, used to like jump off. They had this like little ledge, like there was like a field and then like a level below it that was so that you could like jump off of it, and we'd do like, they had the motocross commercial for Axe where they spray an X.
Double pits chesty is what it was. Yeah. Double pits chesty.
And so we would bring a bottle of Axe to school and be like, double pits is chesty. And we'd go into the classroom literally fumigating it.
You walk into the classroom, the teacher's like, my God, what is that smell?
Yeah, the teacher would walk over and be like, okay, and then on this one, it's 32 times 8. Oh, what is that smell?
My poor middle school teacher just smelled me covered in Axe.
Yeah.
So I remember there was this one time where, when we were in 4th or 5th grade, it's kind of like when we start like...
You wore rainbow jeans all the time? Yeah. I'm never going to let you live it down. You wore bright green jeans.
5th grade was my year.
Bright red, white, and bright green jeans.
No. It was...
With Vans.
My rainbow jeans era was in 5th grade. And I wore... I had red jeans. I had white jeans.
Green.
I had purple. And I had...
Green.
Blue. I didn't have green.
You had forest green. I remember, like not forest green, but like bright green.
I don't remember
because I remember you looked like an elf. Like you'd walk, and I was like, "What is this guy wearing?" It was. I mean, I was no better. I had Aeropostale everything. Do you remember that?
You were literally decked out from head to toe in Aeropostale.
Well, Hollister, Aeropostale. Those were like, because that was like, my sister was 4 years older than us, so she was just going into freshman year, and that was what was in with the high schoolers. And so then when I'd go shopping, I didn't get a choice where I was going at the mall. My mom would just walk in for my sister where my sister wanted to go, and then she's like, "Go find some clothes." And I was like,
Okay.
And then I put something on and she's like, no, that's way. And so she dressed me up like I was going to like prep school or something like that.
Dude, for me, I was.
You were Vans, Osiris. What was the Etnies?
Oh,
no, not Osiris. You wore Etnies all the time.
I was an Etnies kid.
My mom, I remember you got Etnies, and I went into the store and I was like, I really want these. Yeah, so like the black and white like leather ones. Mm-hmm. I went in and I picked them out and I was like, Mom, I really want these shoes. And she's like, you're not buying like punk school kid shoes or whatever. And so you know what I always got? Nike free runs. That was my. I had to choose between Nike trainers, Nike free runs, and like Air Maxes or something like that. Like it was always,
like, you're gonna be a good kid.
Yeah. And I was like, I want jeans with holes in them, and she's like, get bad jeans. You want to get bad jeans? No, you're gonna get dark blue jeans.
Why was ripped jeans such a big thing for us? It was the weirdest. Like I don't understand it to this day. Like thinking about it now, like looking back, why was ripped jeans ever a thing? Why was it a trend?
Because like, I think it was like a thing for high schoolers where adults thought it was like dumb,
like rebellious,
and so rebellious. And then as like middle schoolers and elementary schoolers, you just replicate whoever's older than you.
Yeah.
So it's like if the trend starts like at a high school level, it just kind of like funnels down to the siblings that are younger, and then your friend shows up with ripped jeans, and you're like, oh. Is that what we're supposed to be wearing now?
You're like, oh,
Mom, I need to go to the store.
I need some ripped jeans. Get the scissors.
Dude, do you remember Nike Elite?
Oh my God. Literally Nike Elite, you'd wear slides
with Elite socks.
Nike Elite socks and shorts and a sweatshirt. That was a iconic outfit.
Dude, and it was awesome because like my mom was fully on board with like Nike Elite stuff. So it was the first time that ever like something came out and it wasn't like punkish or anything, and I could have the cool stuff. And so I would go to the Nike store and like up above us, like the big warehouse store, and just load up a cart full of like
just Nike
basketball everything. Was I good at basketball? Absolutely not. I was way too short for my age. I was like, I really like a growth spurt by now.
Just tubby and short.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the girls, like the famous girl outfit for us, especially when we were in middle school, was like the Ugg boots, sweatpants, and like a sweatshirt.
No, yoga pants. Yoga pants had just come out.
Yeah, it was like Ugg boots, yoga pants, and a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And that was like the iconic fit for girls.
Yeah, not that they had just come out. They had been around. But like they've just got popular.
Remember snapback hats became a thing too?
I never got into the hats as much. But yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I had a couple of them. Especially when we went to Hawaii. I remember I was a hat guy. When we were in Hawaii, I was always wearing a hat.
Backwards hat. Yeah. I kind of do remember that a little bit. I like hats, but I never find, like you and me both have big heads. And it's like, I never find a hat
that's some bulbous heads.
Yeah. That's the biggest word I've ever heard you say. It's kind of overwhelming me. Good job.
It's a very
good job. No, good job. No, we're good. We're good.
Don't ruin this.
I won't ruin this moment. Yeah, no, I've found a couple hats over the time that like fits my head, but usually it's like I put it on and I feel like it's like a kid's hat and it doesn't. I can't like pull it down. And I'm like, I'm just self-conscious about this. I'm just not wearing a hat.
Dude, I think like especially with like my hair growing out now, it's like
bulbous. Yeah, I'm just really. It's like it's just stuck with me. Like if any word you could have said.
Bulbous is really getting you.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. You ready to play a game? It's our new segment.
Can't wait.
It's called This or That. So we're going to do it with 2000s nostalgia.
Yep.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. I have to choose one. I have to choose one or the other.
Yeah,
like,
one or the other.
Like basically, would you rather? But you just rebranded it.
Yeah, it's This or That.
Okay, got it.
We can't use Would You Rather. All right. Were you a Grips Cheez-It or Grips Chips Ahoy person?
Chips Ahoy. Instant.
Hands down. Chips Ahoy's 10 times.
Cheez-Its was terrible, but I remember both of them. Okay.
Trix yogurt or Danimals?
Yeah, I already know where you're going. Danimals.
What?
Yeah.
You would not choose Danimals. No.
Yeah.
It's Trix all day long.
No.
Trix
not even
all
close.
day long.
Not even close.
Cheeto Puffs or Cheeto Twist Puffs? Remember the spiral Cheeto Puffs?
My throwback.
Yeah.
The Twist Puff. Yeah, the Twist Puff was really cool.
Twist Puffs, loved them. Just bring them back. Wizards of Waverly Place or Hannah Montana?
I think I got to go with Wizards of Waverly Place, but I think I watched more episodes of Hannah Montana.
What about Fairly Odd Parents or SpongeBob?
Is that even a question? Like SpongeBob all day, hands down. No, you know, I used to wake up an hour before school just so I could watch SpongeBob because they played it in the morning.
Yeah, I remember I slept over at your house one night before school in like 5th grade or something like that, and you woke up early, and you were like, "Hey, wake up with me." And we would go out into your living room and we watch SpongeBob while we eat our cereal.
It was the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
Hold on, wait. I'm going in 2000s nostalgia mode, and then you can ask me what my favorite, whatever you're gonna ask me. Do you remember? And this isn't like a this or that. Do you remember they were in a circle metal can, and they were like peach Altoids?
Oh my God, yes.
Why did they discontinue those?
They were
my favorite thing ever.
They were the best things ever. They were like
my favorite candy.
They were like peach or tangerine Altoids, and they were like
maybe they were tangerine.
Yeah, they were like the sour ones, and they discontinued them. And I'm like, why would you ever discontinue something that's so good and so amazing?
I feel like they had to have sold well. I mean, everyone I knew loved them.
Everybody in school had them, and they were like, we're going to take these off the shelves. And I go, you're a piece of for that.
Yeah.
Remember Yogos? They were like the little
Yes, they were
balls.
like yogurt with like gummy in the middle.
Yeah.
Did we have to refrigerate those, or were those just in a carton?
I remember they were just like on the shelf. I think there was like yogurt covered ball, like hardened yogurt over like these like gelatin balls.
I kind of remember them, but it's like that's kind of digging deep in the memory there. I don't know. Like I kind of remember them. Like I remember like a gummy thing with yogurt over it, but that's about all.
Do you remember Danimals like snap packs?
No.
Where you would squeeze it. It was like it looked like a pudding cup, and you'd squeeze it, and then like the yogurt would come out.
When was the last time you had a Go-Gurt? Years ago.
I think
years ago.
I think the last time I ever had a Go-Gurt was when the SpongeBob movie came out, because I remember they collabed with Go-Gurt, and you could get all Go-Gurts. It was like Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick, everything like that. I remember I'd always get SpongeBob, Patrick. I'm like, yeah, these are mine. And I would get like Mr. Krabs and Sandy. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I remember they had like a truth or dare kind of thing like that, and you get to the bottom of it and it'd be clear and you can read the back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
What happened to all those good things? Remember cereal boxes had prizes in them?
Yeah.
Like the one
inflation, man.
I remember the one clearly cereal boxes had prizes in them. Remember the ones that was for the Revenge of the Sith Star Wars movie, and they had the lightsaber spoons.
No,
you don't remember the lightsaber spoons?
Because if it had Star Wars on it, I was not interested. We've covered this.
You're a piece of shit. I loved those things. I collected all.
You didn't like Star Wars either. I don't know why.
I loved the third movie. I loved Revenge of the Sith. I don't know why. I loved it. But I remember I tried to collect all those Star Wars.
Have you seen all the Star Wars?
No, I've seen 3 of them.
Okay.
I've seen episode 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
Why, if you loved them so much, why didn't you finish them?
I said I loved.
But if you loved the other ones so much, why have you not seen all of them?
Because I'm lazy sometimes, okay?
Because it's not that good. That's why. Because it's not that good. It's like
people are gonna hate you.
Yeah. Anyways, the thing about Star Wars is it's like if you get like pulled into that like fan culture and you get like you had Lego Star Wars stuff like as a kid and then you fought with lightsabers. Then when the movies come out as an adult, you're into them. But like because we didn't do that when they come out as an adult, we're like not interested in them. It's just weird because we're both so like big into space. Like both of our favorite movie is Interstellar. I don't know why we don't get movies like this more often, like space movies where it's like really good CGI and you feel like you're.
It's because you can't franchise it. That's all Hollywood is now. If you can't franchise a movie, there's no point.
Like Marvel, having a series.
Yeah, they're not going to greenlight it because
it's like those are so much. And I get it because that's the Marvelization of Hollywood or whatever is what people call it. Yeah,
yeah. It's just literally if you go to Hollywood and you're like, here is a fantastic movie, top to bottom, and they're like, can we franchise this? Can we make merchandise off this? They're not going to buy it. Because the whole thing is that they want a franchise that they can make multi-billion dollars off of, like Marvel has. Marvel has.
But don't they want to win like awards too? Like, aren't Emmys and stuff worth it, or is it just not? Because it's like nobody's gonna like. I don't think any of the Marvel movies won like Oscars.
No, none of the Marvel movies have won Oscars. The only thing I think Marvel should ever win an Oscar for. Is visual effects.
Yeah, but even that, dude, we watched Avatar, and it was like it blew Marvel out of the water.
Yeah, like watching Avatar was just insane. But like, yeah, we watched Avatar, and it was like the most beautiful movie, like fucking CGI I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I'm just saying, like if you watch like Interstellar, you feel like you're there. You watch The Martian, you're like, you feel like one, they did an awesome job of like, you almost feel like you know him.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the movie. And then you also feel like you're there. Like you feel like you're another person, like just watching him from in there. And even, I didn't like the movie, but their filming was really good. The Ad Astra
with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah. That one was really good too. And it's like, I just feel like we just don't get enough like space movies for the people that like it. But again, we probably do, because there's a new Star Wars every other year. Yeah. And I don't go and watch that. So I'm probably just like cutting out half of the things that I could enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that when it comes to like Interstellar, it was like, I think what made that movie so good was just, it was, nothing could come compared to it. Like the visual effects were amazing. Everything, like a lot of the visual effects was practical. I love that. And the other thing is too, it's like, it's a one and done film. It's crazy to even think that we are the last generation before like cell phones became a big thing. Like
my mom got an iPhone right away. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Remember like, well, we were even just the first generation with like iPods. We were the generation with, before iPod touches were a thing. I still remember you won your iPod touch in a raffle.
Yeah.
And you
Clash of Clans immediately. Yeah.
You brought it back home and I was like, oh my God, can I play on your iPod touch? This was like a mini iPhone. And I remember I was like, this is the coolest thing. And we played like touch rope or something like that. Where like the guy was like swinging from building to building.
Oh yeah. I don't even think Clash of Clans was until like 8th grade, wasn't it?
Yeah, Clash of Clans was a big thing.
I don't even remember. Oh, Temple Run.
Yeah.
We used to play like Temple Run.
Remember Flappy Bird came out?
That was after that quite a bit.
Oh, it was high school.
That was like high school, yeah. I didn't even like Flappy Bird that much. I really didn't. No.
I loved Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird was my game. Like that was my go-to game. Like how people are with Clash of Clans and everything. Flappy Bird was my thing.
The only like trendy thing that I can remember that like me and every single one of my friends got big on, and this is like recent, was Fortnite. When Fortnite came out, like everyone I knew played that.
Yeah,
because like people that never had played a video game before played Fortnite because it was that big.
Isn't that crazy that some of the generations have like, I like Fortnite was my first ever game. Like when someone told me that, I was like, that's so nuts to hear. Like that's the first video game I ever played was Fortnite. I'm like, oh my God, like how old am I getting?
But that expanded like video games for so many. It's because there's like little kids that play Fortnite too. Like everyone plays Fortnite, and so it's. Well, I don't play Fortnite anymore. Nobody I know plays Fortnite anymore. Yeah. But like used to, when it first came out, and it was, I mean, they made so much money off that game.
Well, it was something different because it was like when we were kids, like Call of Duty was our Fortnite. That was like the thing, was Call of Duty. Yeah. Because like the first Modern Warfare came out. Black Ops
Again, you're speaking from your experience. Wii Sports was mine, but I remember coming over here and playing Modern Warfare and being like, dude, that like I remember you had the first one and we'd play that here, and I had so much fun doing that.
Yeah, me and you would be playing on the
split screen.
Yeah, split screen, play on the PS3. And we'd like go like shoot the windows out of the cars. And we'd never shoot each other.
Why did we do that?
I don't, because I think we didn't want to like kill each other in the game.
Yeah, because we were like
upset. We didn't want anybody crying, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. Yeah. I still
probably because I didn't want you to pick me up and smash my head on the counter or whatever, because you're twice my size.
I had anger management issues back in the day. Want to wrap it there?
Yeah, there's something else I wanted to say actually, but I can't remember anymore. But yeah, we can wrap it there. Call it.
Let's call it. Yeah, let's call it.
We're not. There's nothing.